everyone, this is David01, and welcome back to the first episode of the mini city. But where's the mini city, you might ask? David, there's no mini city. I don't see it. Well, yeah, about that. We're gonna have to build the mini city. What, you thought I was gonna build it off camera? No! I mean, come on, this is my videos. Of course there's gonna be a time-lapse. So, let's see if I have any good blueprints. Okay, so I wasn't able to find that much in terms of miniature blueprints I had. Except for this restaurant, which I built during a build battle at one point. Took under an hour to make. Oh, ignore that, I have a corrupted model in my files. I tried very hard to get an out of order sign to import so I could then make a mod with it, but it did not work. So we'll just pretend those signs don't exist. It's a nice little restaurant. There we go. Let's find this and make it really, really quiet. There we go. It's supposed to be these flickering lights out here, which do flicker quite a lot. We have a roof here. It's a lovely roof. We go down. There's a dumpster. It's a lovely dumpster. You can trap yourself in it. Be warned. No, 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 no. So I got out of there. We don't need to talk about how. Let's see, did these do anything? No, none of those do anything. There's a kitchen. I skimped out on that part. And I think that's it. It's a nice little restaurant. Alright. So I suppose in this first episode I'm going to be building the framework of the city. Cheap versions of the buildings that are mainly placeholders until they can get their own episode. Things like the City Hall will not be completed in today's episode. However, will try to make some shops and place some buildings in here and get the place to feel a bit more lively. So let's get the 2-wide road out. Oh, no. Okay. So here's the 2-wide road. And as you can see, the selection's a bit limited. We have 3 actual pieces of road, and then a building. Man, 2 of these are just straightaways. What is that noise? Okay, don't know what that was. So, we have this gate and guard shack, which I especially like at night. First of all, these do have lights that do work, and especially at the back here. Get out of my way. This does actually have a little bus stop here. This was originally designed for a prison, but it was kind of too nice looking for the prison, so it just became something you could have for a low security prison, or maybe an office park, or a gated community, or any kind of thing where you need a guard shack. The guard shack is the one ripped directly from the files, but the rest of it's all custom. We have this lovely gate here. I added some decals to it. It's a little old, but I think it's pretty good. It works well. This ramp would definitely be removed unless it's the edge of the city, because, you know, that makes it hard to weld to other parts of this. And then we have a park. And these are the only 2 real pieces, because the other ones are just ignore that. We have this lovely park. We have this area here. Wow, can't really see. Alright. We have a table. Nice little picnic table. This area. And that's it. There's a little area to pull off as well. Not too impressive. Oh, it also has this lovely tree, but you already knew that. This is actually the first place this tree appeared. I built it before this, and liked it, so I saved it. And now I use the tree in a lot of things. Although I don't know how many of them are actually in the workshop. Okay. So we have those two. And then there is an unfinished, unreleased, massive office building that will not be going into this mini-city because this is, massive. Let's just take a little peek inside here. It's supposed to be like this, too. With, switches that I have no clue what any of these do. I don't even remember what any of those do. Some of those turn things on, some of them turn things off. And then we have the CEO's desk here, which has, great view. And then I can press a button, and then that will bring down the danger sign. And it's supposed to do something else, but currently it doesn't do anything else, so it's a weird building. It also has a nicely designed roof. Oh, hey, only one of the lights is on. Okay. And for the rest, this building, maybe it'll fit the mini-city. I don't really think it's the size I want. It's a little large for what it is. Has a miniature garage in here. Certainly a miniature bathroom. This area, and then I wasn't sure what it was. It was an old barbershop. Is it a barbershop still? Maybe. Is it a... I don't even know what this is, per se. I just kind of found an amalgamation of things that worked. So I suppose the first step is going to be... Oh, hey. OBS is using up 12% of the CPU all of a sudden. It was just using up 2%. Okay, well, I guess the first step is going to be A, restart OBS, and then B, start a time-lapse where I will make some roads, and then we'll check back in after that. So, goodbye, OBS. Okay, and I think it's done. So I've made a decent set of roads, both with and without sidewalks. And then I've started the basis of a little bit of urban planning here. At least I think. I think I did an okay job. So each one of these, you may wonder what they are. These empty plots right here have an under construction sign on them. And they have a color and they have some caution. The caution specifies the boundaries of each lot. This lot here is a 3x2 exactly. The caution block is included in the size. This one is a 2x2 exactly. This one's a 1x2 exactly. With this extra bit of land, you can't touch, but you can put like chairs there. And the reason I'm saying you is because these, unless I desperately needed space for whatever reason and nobody was using them, these are for community builds. So if you have something you just want to submit, or if I say, hey, I need a police station, and I don't want to build one, or I want to get a community one, then something will go on one of these. Right now, the general guidelines for these three areas are, this is an industry, this is either utility or industry, I should clarify. This is industry, maybe a little bit of commercial as well. And this is just light commercial. I should probably go and build a little chart over, let's say here. So, starting off with the industry-like ones, we have, alright, if it's orange, first of all, let's start off. If it is brown, it is just utility. If it is orange, it could be utility or it could be industry. If it is yellow, it is just industry. If it is this kind of disgusting yellowy-ish color, then it's some light industry. Maybe it's also like a warehouse, especially like light industry. So not that much, no manufacturing really. So there shouldn't be smokestacks. But this is a great spot for, I don't even know. Say, then we have commercial. And let's start off right top. Well, no, we should start with the most extreme commercial. Okay, this is very high density commercial. So think of these as skyscrapers, if for whatever reason we're having it a shopping mall, very large stores. Think like a huge office building. These should be multi-stories. Should be like 5 stories or taller. 5, 10 stories. Don't go too high though, please. Like 10 stories at a maximum for now. That's not going to be too common. We have high density, mainly. These three here are the main types of commercial. So we have ultra high density, which is, for example, maybe a 3-story, like 3-4 stories commercial, large, dense, has a couple shops and has a bunch of little offices. Then we have just regular commercial, so a regular shop, maybe a couple offices, nothing too huge. And then low density commercial, so light things that are like 1 floor. So like a cafe or maybe a little retail shop. No, no major, um, like large things. So this could be a great spot for like a little coffee shop, I guess, or perhaps a tiny gift shop, information booth, whatever. Then we have, again, I think you get what this one's going to be. Residential. If I'm zoning in land for a skyscraper, it'll be, if there's 2 colors, then it's between those. If there's 3, then you get it. You get what I mean. Very high density residential would probably be mixed in with the commercial, of course. This forms, skyscrapers and the like. High density commercial. These are for apartment buildings, hotels, anything that packs a lot of people into a small-ish space. Then we have low density commercial, low density residential. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just think single family homes, townhomes. They can still be packed in fairly tight, but these should be. They can be multiple stories, but they shouldn't be like multiple houses stacked on top of each other, or multiple homes stacked on top of each other. It should be. So think more like single-family homes and stuff. And then finally, for whatever reason, the lightest green, if I were to have that, that would be then the least dense. So think things like a large single-family home, maybe a mansion of some kind, whatever things. These are going to be very rare in the city. They're going to be outside of the city, and oftentimes something else entirely. So don't worry about those too much. And then you might wonder, well, but David, what about that red zone? You zoned red. That is, well, first of all, one of the specialty areas. This is for me to build. So something will be coming here in the next episode. What? I can't tell you, but it'll be important. I'll also definitely be making other stuff, just less planned. So, in conclusion, don't build on the red. Alright, the red is all for me. And then, if for whatever reason you want to, I guess I should, I think that's everything, really, for zoning. So, if it's brown, let's just review. If it's brown, if it's zoned brown, that is for utility only. So, power plants, water treatment, substations, cell towers, radio broadcasting, TV, anything utility related, really. Natural gas, anything like that. Public works, I guess, sort of. Things like that. Things like that. Then we have orange, which is kind of heavier industry and or utility. So this could be a power plant. In fact, a power plant would probably be in that. Anything that kind of borders the line a bit, you can kind of put either in there. Yellow is just heavy and medium industry, so great for some smaller factories, other things like that. And then this yellowish color is for mainly warehouses and other things that kind of border the line. They're borderline industrial. They don't borderline industrial by the notion that everything industrial has like a smokestack. And blue here, darkish blue, high density. As you go down, lower density. Good. And then this, really I'll probably be focusing mostly on this. I'm not going to be putting, this is a city, and it will be centered around probably this block right here. This block in particular will probably be the largest, and if it turns out I zone stuff and there's not If there's actually space left over in the center, that'll be great. There'll be a little courtyard, maybe an alleyway or something. Who knows? And yeah. So you can submit a building for these. Right now, there's no particular thing in demand because everything's needed. I'll zone some more land. Oh, actually, I'll zone some land right now, as a matter of fact, for I suppose some residential. Yeah, we'll need residential and I'll need commercial, so commercial especially. I'm thinking the standard depth of 2. A 2x2 and a 2x3 are about the standard size buildings. So, remember that. Remember to build within the size. If you go over the size, don't have anything hanging over the edges because I can't guarantee it'll fit. Especially the sides, because your building could be put directly up against another one, so try not to put things like windows there unless you have adequate space. Adequate space there. In the next video, which is when submissions will probably be starting to come in, if they do come in at all, will be where most of the rules be. Now I'll explain what's good, what's bad. Alright, let's look at the chart so I can see what I want to build here. Or want built there. Also, the percentage, if you look, for example, if I put 2 of these blue, and then 1 of these green, this indicates that it's mainly commercial, but you can put like an apartment up there, or a couple apartments, maybe a little miniature hotel or something. Just not a massive building. And I'll go over here and zone something else over here, probably more commercial because I need commercial. So this is fairly important here. How much did I zone that for? I zoned that for, alright, another 2x3. 2x3s are going to be very common, but beware of the orientation. So remember, these both connect to sidewalks, but on different angles. Try to specify which lot this belongs in, or just build it so it can be put in either lot. Hopefully these don't fill up. Hopefully 2 people don't try to go for the same thing, because then that's going to be an issue, because then I'm going to only be able to keep 1. Also, try to keep lag at a minimum, so as little bearings, lights, pistons, and suspension as possible. I want to be able to make a lot of buildings and have a decent amount of vehicles. Admittedly, this world will probably not be the world this stays in. I'll admit, this world will probably be filled with dummy buildings, and then there'll be a different world for the actual buildings. This world's only here so I can use trains and boats and... yeah, we'll get into it later. For now, the lag's fine. Also, I'm on Physics 1, so let's just go to Advanced and see. It made no difference because there's no loose objects. Alright. So this is about half commercial, half residential. So, yeah, you can do either, you can do both, you can do whatever. Alright. Well, I think this has been a pretty good start to the mini-city. We have framework laid out. Alright, let's see. There is the framework laid out of a city. There are 5 community open areas. Oh, I should probably put something here. So, just an important reminder. There's going to be a little alleyway through here, so put whatever you want next to it. So you can use this as a little bit of an overhang, but I wouldn't go out more than a block. Alright. So, 2 industry, one industry-ish, 1 small light commercial, and then these are the well-planned ones, and these ones over here are more ambiguously planned. You can kind of do what you want for these. If you don't want to build anything, that's fine there for here. These ones I need something to fill them in. These I can fill in myself later. Alright, well, this has been David01. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!